In this video, we're going to look at variables, inputs, and outputs in Python. This video is part of a series of videos on Scratch to Python, so please watch the Scratch version first before you watch this one. Let's get started. So, let's start with outputting in Python. To output anything in Python, it's actually really easy. You just need one word: print. Try out the following line of code in Python and see what happens. Pause the video here to give yourself time to do this. It's important to also remember to always use brackets. Then, if you're using text, you want to place the text inside speech marks. So, we've learned how to produce an output in Python, but what about creating variables? Well, that's easy. In fact, it's actually easier than it is in Scratch. Here's an example of a program using a variable. Here in the first line, we assign the name Lisa to the variable Simpson's character. Then, in the second line, I'm using print to output the value that's inside Simpson's character. Give it a go. Pause the video here to give us some time to do this. How about inputting data? Well, here's some code that allows the user to enter some data. Try this code out to see what happens. Pause the video here to give yourself time to do this. If we compare this code to Scratch, you can see just how similar they are. Starting off with the ask block in Scratch. Well, in Python, that's just print what's your name. Then, setting the answer's input to the variable name in Scratch, well, that's just name equals input in Python. Finally, the very last block in Scratch is represented as print hello, comma, name. Just to point out, the comma allows you to join a variable with text. And that's everything you need to know about variables, inputs, and outputs in Python.